Win the incredible Steigercraft 21DB Miami, powered by a Yamaha 200, in the ultimate season-long multiple species subscriber-only fishing competition, the Fisherman's 2017 Dream Boat Fishing Challenge. Go to thefisherman.com and enter today. The fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency and Okuma.
Hey folks, Fred Golofaro here for this week's video fishing forecast. I'm down here at the Babylon Village Dock. It's going to be the site of the Suffolk Marine Anglers Spring Striped Bass Tournament. That's going to take place on Sunday, June 11th. But prior to that, there's a captain's meeting on Thursday, June 8th. And let me tell you, that's a great meeting to attend. Fish this tournament. It benefits the Hospice Care Network. But at the captain's meeting, there's thousands of dollars of great prizes being raffled off. And of course, they have some great food there also at Miller's Ale House in Deer Park. So, you know, make it a night. It's a really fun tournament, fun event. There's a 6 a.m. shotgun start on that Sunday morning, the 11th. And it's not just for the biggest striped bass. You have a bluefish category, a catch and release category that's sponsored by the Fisherman. You also have a slot fish at 15 pounds, so whoever catches the closest fish to 15 pounds wins that. And that can be at least several $100s. There's also a mystery fish category. So, you know, you're not competing against just the Sharpies. Everybody's got a chance to win something. It's a great tournament. A lot of fun. If you want to get more information on it, you can go to suffolkanglers.com. You can sign up at the captain's meeting. So, like I said, check that out. Put that on your calendar. That's Thursday night, June 8th at Miller's Ale House in Deer Park. We're sponsoring, along with Steigercraft Boats, a youth angler showcase. You've probably seen the ad already in the magazine. And what we're looking for is for you to send us photos of your son or daughter, 18 years or under. And we're looking for vertical photos. Send them full size, don't downsize them. And give us a little bit of information about the catch, maybe about the child's background in fishing. And we'll send them along a t-shirt and a set of Fisherman books. You will need to download the photo release. That's on the Fisherman's website, and you can go to thefisherman.com and get that. And then email the photo and release form to info@thefisherman.com. On the fishing front, out east, hot porgy action, especially Peconic Bay, Cherry Harbor. You have boats from the North Fork and Montauk running in there. Bass fishing also hot right now in the Gut, the Race, and in the Montauk Rips. A lot of the fishing in Montauk Rips is diamond jigging, some jigging going on in the Gut and Race too. We were out there on Saturday, in fact, light tackling the Gut with bucktails and soft plastics, and we had fish up to 34 pounds. In fact, if you go to the Fisherman's YouTube site, you can watch 12-year-old Tristan Petretti fight a 34-pound bass on a little light spinning rod and 10-pound test. Did a great job with it. It's an entertaining bit of video, so check that out. On Tuesday, Primetime 3, running an open boat trip. They hammered the porgies, limited out on the boat in 2 hours. Then they went and diamond jigged a double boat limit of striped bass. So, like I said, the fishing's really hot out there right now if you make it out there. It's not the only place, though, for jumbo porgies. The Western Sound's been seeing some excellent porgy action with fish up to 4 pounds also in there. Good bass action in the Western Sound also, especially at night for boats chunking. A lot of fish in the 20 to 35 pound class, and some also being trolled on bunker spoons and mojos, but the majority of the fish are on the fresh bunker chunks. Further east, Captain James Joseph, he's fishing out of Huntington, reporting very good fluke fishing there. He's had up to 100 keeper fluke on some trips. Striped bass on the evening trips has also been very good, with bass to 30 pounds. That's a mix of schoolies to some bigger fish, and he's limiting out on bass on most of his trips. From Montauk to Port Jeff, reports of lots of fluke, many shorts, but also some quality fish up to 9 pounds being reported. Fisherman publisher Mike Caruso was out on the weekend. He had all the fluke, blues, and porgies you could want. So a lot of activity there in that Port Jeff area. Down in the South Shore, most of the big bass still west of Jones, in that Debs Inlet area and even west of Debs. But Fire Island did see a nice shot of quality bass on the weekend, some bigger fish moving east now. In fact, that fishing was inside the bay, not out on the bunker schools. The Saturday PM trip on the Fish Finder produced a full boat limit of bass to 32 pounds. Most of the fish caught that night were in the 20-pound class, so that's good fishing. Still plenty of blues on most of those PM trips, and fluking has been better in the ocean rather than in the bay due to the brown tide in the bay. That's been affecting the fishing in there. But some nice fluke being caught on the outside. To the west, the Superhawk's been picking away at some decent fluke. Tuesday morning, he had fish up to 8.5 pounds on the boat. Porgies and fluke and out-of-season sea bass on the inshore wrecks and reefs down that way also. Monday's wreck trip on the Captain Lou produced a nice pick of cod. In fact, some fairs had 5 to 7 cod to take home. Mark Keller over at Bay Park Fishing Station. A lot of bass coming through there. A lot of the bass sharpies fish out of Bay Park. He weighed lots of fish to 50 pounds throughout the weekend and early into the week. Many 30s and 40s. Most of the fish in that area being trolled on bunker spoons and on the Mojo rigs. And I think I mentioned it last week, guys. If you're out, day after day, no reason to keep your limit or to keep a fish every day, especially those big fish. If you really can't use them, the worst thing you can do is get back to the dock and try to figure out what you're going to do with the fish. So think about releasing some of those big fish. In the surf, bluefish still dominating the action all over the island. That's on Long Island Sound beaches, South Shore inlets and bays, and also the north side of Montauk. Plenty of bluefish there. If you're looking for stripers, best bet is definitely fishing those night tides. Hey, until next week, this is Fred Golofaro for thefisherman.com.
The fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency and Okuma. Win the incredible Steigercraft 21DB Miami, powered by a Yamaha 200, in the ultimate season-long multiple species subscriber-only fishing competition, the Fisherman's 2017 Dream Boat Fishing Challenge. Go to thefisherman.com and enter today.